You gotta kill that.
Mhm.
Oh, unless they're small in the corner.
Thank God.
Do you prefer not to have the?
No.
agenda?
Yeah.
It's your show.
We can go.
You can go.
And in that case, we're calling the meeting to order at 8:07. We respectfully acknowledge that the Township of Cabanonigan is located on the Treaty 20 Michi-Sagi territory in the traditional territory of the Michi-Sagi Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to First Nations for their care for and teachings about these lands. May we honor these teachings. A motion, please, to approve the agenda.
Happy to move it.
Okay, and seconder, I can second in most cases, be you. Okay.
I don't know if Sarah needs to see that or.
Okay.
I did. Ryan and Pam, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Does anyone have a pecuniary interest in agenda items today?
Don't think so.
No, okay. No closed session, no delegations, and minutes of our meeting of February 12th, 2026. Everyone's reviewed,
good.
all good?
Move the minutes.
Motion
The
to Ryan?
only thing I was gonna say is, my last name is 1L.
Okay.
It
Right.
autocorrects all the time.
No more, it isn't.
So are we seconding now?
I will
We've got one
second. I will
amendment to
second.
the- Yeah, we've had to correct spellings of names in the past.
It's gonna happen, I'm just saying, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I will absolutely second it. Doesn't
Okay.
bother me.
I'll change that, Pam.
Okay. And Carrie, moving on to business arising from the minutes, nothing there, reports. Sarah, as the treasurer, do you want to read this out? Or do you want me to?
You can.
Okay, thanks. Opening balance, it is on screen.
Yes.
I won't get into detail here unless anyone has any questions. Opening balance, as of February 1, $50,338.37. We've got the checks, cleared, at a total of $2,222 that are individually listed there, and then a closing balance because we had the levy of $18,450 deposited to our account in February. We're now sitting at $65,374.07.
Perfect.
Then we were going to do a budget review of 2025, and we also have the actual budget report for the first 2 months of this year. But I don't have that on screen. So if we don't have an opportunity to look at it on screen, I'm just going to give a synopsis of the budget for 2025. I just got it yesterday afternoon, and it didn't print it off.
If you just got it yesterday afternoon,
Mine-
I'm assuming we didn't do a very in-depth
We actually
crushing of.
are below budget for 2025.
Mhm.
Fall Festival went like 2,000 over. But we had savings in other areas like the $1,500 for the conference that we didn't go to, ladies' night that didn't happen.
Sorry, Kat,
and
maybe it's
marketing.
best
So-
we wait till we actually get it in paper and we can see it, like,
Well, yeah,
right,
I did email it to everyone yesterday.
the synopsis or the budget
The actual
itself?
report,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I think having the story behind the budget is more meaningful than the numbers. Right, and I don't think
Yeah.
you're ready to do that right today.
Well, is there any point in trying to do it now, going back?
Yeah.
We are less than what we totally budgeted, and,
I think there is, I think we need to know where the money went and how we spent it. I think that's important.
mhm,
So, but I think it needs to be, like, the verbal is okay, but I'd rather see it actually in numbers. Like
on
not,
screen.
yeah, that we can
Okay.
talk about.
Well, in order for that to happen, I have to have the report from finance
You have the
before
report.
we put the,
Yeah, agreed, like it shouldn't have been today,
yeah,
like it was not enough time for today.
yeah. Well, I received it yesterday, so.
Right.
Okay,
Well, which isn't a lot of time to review. I mean, let's be fair, that's not,
That's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
no, it should have been
so
today.
do we bump it to next month? Is that how this typically works?
Yeah, 100%, like,
okay,
just bump it the next month.
okay. And do we want to review actually wasn't expecting to do the report for this year, like we're not at the end
Yeah,
of March.
no, it's just,
Haven't even
Yeah.
done a quarter yet.
But I received a report from finance, so I.
yeah, it's pretty
circulated that
pretty
as well.
meaningless, really.
Yeah.
At this,
But it is important that we all review it prior to coming to a meeting, so we know the questions to ask.
Mhm.
So everyone goes home, have a look at it in detail. It has been circulated, at least the 2026 one as of last night. The one that came earlier, I think, was a couple of days ago, but after the agenda was posted.
right.
Okay. All right, so we'll defer the
There's,
2026 review of budget to the April meeting. And we will look at a quarterly report for 2025 the same time,
quarterly report for 2026.
2026, sorry. So first 3 months. Got that recorded, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay. And good news, Sarah is now, has authority at the bank to sign checks.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so she is now the full treasurer, and the next item on the, treasury report would be the check requisitions, I think. I'm gonna find them. I'll look up there. My problem is,
913.
I can't see with glasses on up there, and I can't see with.
The joys, eh?
Yeah. So there's our check requisitions. Do we need any explanation there? The Monarch Print Services, that's for our BIA checks. And
We have to print checks to write checks.
yeah, they're expensive.
No
They're,
kidding.
They are very expensive. There
Yeah.
are ways, however, to get to an e-transfer situation. I don't know what
Mhm.
this revolves, but
we can receive e-transfer, but we can't send that out.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's been something that we fight with every year.
And-
Eventually,
there is,
eventually.
yeah, we had that issue with one of our provinces too, and we got them on. Because it's much quicker, of
Oh, yeah.
course.
Of course. Yeah, happy to move the checks, check requisitions.
Okay,
Okay,
And-
I'll second it.
Mhm.
all right. And we typically take a separate motion for the approval of the treasurer's report.
Happy to move the treasurers.
Okay.
Got it.
Decorating committee update under general business, Ryan.
Now, other than the little expense from Sharon, there's no real update from the decorating committee. You're slowly coming out of the What's that?
What do they do this, when do they do spring?
Well, they talked to the greenhouse, so they're starting to get kind of the flowers ready for the baskets, but then once spring
You
comes,
gotta wait for the weather,
then they get rolling.
be nice to have it before Easter, but I know it's not happening, so.
Well, they typically do an Easter basket. Didn't,
Well, it's the beginning of April.
yeah, it might be a little early this year. Depends on whether those things defrost. Well, they usually use, like the wooden decorations.
That's right.
So we'd like to have the spring stuff by April 4.
Wow,
If they can stick.
we
to
can
it.
ask them. If the boxes are still frozen, then I'll be able to do it.
Yeah,
Boxes shouldn't, the snow all melted,
Yeah.
it's cold today again.
but yeah, it'll depend. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yes, we'll let them know.
It'll all be good.
Okay. Lions Roar for Chocolate, is something that I was hoping Bridget could help me out with, but she's not here today. Bridget kind of spearheaded this, with the county. It had 11 businesses, signed on. The only negative feedback I've heard about it was that the Driftscape app didn't work very well. And
I definitely heard that. I definitely had customers when I started going, huh? And they're looking at it and it brings up the world map and you have to zoom in and zoom in and zoom. And you know, when you zoom in, especially from that distance, you get off track. And then anyway, it was difficult for people. One woman said, I'll do this, but I can't do it here. It
Yeah,
was,
but you have to do it in the location too. So the voting didn't work very well. And voting, was mostly by paper ballot. And
I did have someone tell me that their paper ballots were not collected and they weren't happy about that.
oh,
So it's a bit of an imperfect system.
It is, but we were just
It's all
having,
for fun.
as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, we're having fun. It really was just for fun and get people out and talking and chatting and stuff. And I had a list. The other thing is that would be helpful is if we all had a list of what everybody else is offering. As best as possible. I had one right at my cash that said each business, I wrote it myself, business name and what they were offering, so that me and my staff would be, yeah, you can go see these guys for this and these guys for this, and you know, that kind of thing.
This is room for improvement.
But nothing,
No,
you
it's
know,
great feedback.
it was
So-
fun. My staff were having fun.
and I think it's worthwhile doing another year, but lines have to be told that, yes, it's something that BIA would like to support going forward with, and, then they will put it on their budget for next year, and it'll be, an annual event, hopefully. Lakefield Lions, they've been doing it for years and they're gonna continue doing it, and they are also encouraging other Lions clubs so that it's across the county. So I don't think there's any reason to not do it.
No,
Okay, all right. I'll report that to Lions, and we should be budgeting in November for that event, because this year we didn't have a budget for it, and neither did Lions.
right.
But we put it on our marketing budget.
Yeah, pull it out of the marketing.
That's where the ad for the Millbrook Times was paid from, and also the printing of ballots. And we can still do the Driftscape app, it's just that it won't work for voting. The Driftscape app still gives promotional value to the event.
No, we can take the feedback about the Driftscape app back
Yeah.
to the county.
Yeah, Lakefield Lions chose not to do it at all, but it was still on the app. The event was on the app, but it's just that the app wasn't used for voting.
Gotcha.
With more notice, I mean, we can better plan. I mean, it was kind of, nobody
Yeah, it
really
was
knew
kinda
what was
last minute,
happening and
for sure.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is great. We tried it, okay. I say let's do it again, let's have fun.
Yeah. 100 words. Was it really?
Yeah. That's good news.
I'm glad, because I did have a couple people going, what am I doing here? I'm like, let me see here. I'm like, gotta zoom in. You can-
It depends, you probably had Wi-Fi because, right, with,
Well, I did it
Because-
when I was at Dusk Till Dawn, and they handed it to me, and I used the QR code scan,
okay.
and I found it really quick.
Hmm,
It just depends on how tech savvy people are.
Yeah,
Yes, it was definitely not
well,
necessarily
one of the
tech.
complaints I got was that you couldn't even open the app because you didn't have the signal for it.
Mm,
But if you live downtown, like you do.
Yeah.
Then maybe you're getting,
I'm on an Android as well, I don't know if my phone. you did.
Mm.
yeah, who knows? Anyway, let's move on. Easter event. Pam.
We did skip the marketing committee, where we,
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, we're back.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, thank you. I do that all the time. The marketing committee update, the notes are actually attached to the agenda. So,
The rest of the things here are basically things we covered in the big event, isn't
oh, right, right. So the only thing I can add to that is unless somebody wants to, so Pam and Ryan were both at that meeting.
Mhm.
Unless there's anything you want to add to the notes, or if Sarah would like to question anything on those notes. The only thing I would have to add is that the next marketing meeting will be held at dusk to dawn. The date for it was already on the notes.
Sorry.
March 24, 6 p.m., dusk to dawn. Everybody's invited.
it? So,
Um,
so do we, let me double check something.
dusk to dawn. They're opening up, they're normally closed on Tuesdays, but they're going to open up. And we'll have all the tables at the front, and if a member of the public wants to come in and not be part of the meeting, they will take care of them at the back.
Wow.
Did you have a question about the,
No, just that the events that we didn't have on here, or sorry, on our budget, we do need to make sure we officially like approve the event.
I know, that's why the list is below, and I want to get to that, because I think they each might take a little bit of discussion.
Right, so I mean, the Lions Roar was just, receive for information. Because there's nothing to action or do there, right?
Well,
Same thing with the marketing committee.
There is some funds, isn't it?
I think what you're getting at is that when we're going to be making motions, and then we're also receiving report. Do you want to receive
I think we
each
should,
item because
exactly.
for the sake of, I get it,
There's a lot here, so I think
Yeah.
we need to kind of handle each one of them
it's individually.
individually.
I think you're right.
Right, so
Okay, so let's
we can group,
back up a little bit. We're receiving the marketing committee.
I think we can do 10-1 and 10-2. We can they're just receive,
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
And 10-3-1 is a receive.
right.
So I'm happy
So
to,
we'll do all three of those
yeah,
at
so let's
once.
move those three at once.
There you go.
There we go, second. That's
And then we get to the Easter event.
Okay.
Alright.
So the Easter event is going to take a motion to approve the event and establish a budget, because we don't have a budget for it, so we will be pulling it out of surplus, or we can say this is coming out of the marketing budget, but I'm gonna recommend against that because our marketing budget got cut in half from last year, and I think we're gonna need it all.
Okay.
Any advertising that we do for the Easter event, that's marketing, that comes out of marketing, so what the budget that we're talking.
I would disagree. I'd
you
say,
just- Well, that's what we
if-
did in the past.
I know, but if we want to keep it clean,
Okay,
I would just have one bucket of funds directly for Easter, then you just know what it's gonna be, right? And it keeps it out of the marketing side, so marketing stays clean as well. Make sense? mean, if there's something that pops up that you have to, then of course you can, but try to keep it as isolated as
When
possible.
we established the budget for the other, not the Easter event, but the other, annual events, Fall Festival, Ladies' Night, Christmas in the Village, it was with the understanding that advertising would come out of marketing.
Okay. Well, if you
But
want
we
to,
can adjust that as
if you
we
want to
go
continue
along.
that trend, that's fine, but we
Yeah.
just,
It's probably easier to pull costs if you have Easter. That's that, and you don't have Easter's here and in marketing,
exactly.
and for every event, is that what you're saying?
Mhm.
Just so I understand, okay.
I think you're right. I think we did do it that way, but now that it's kind of coming down to practice and
Yeah.
we introduce a new event, it's like you could just budget $1 for Easter and pull it all out of market,
Or out of wherever.
right?
Yeah,
So
well,
you're-
we have half the marketing budget that we did last year.
Mhm. So yeah, so
So
leave
we
the
do
marketing
have to-
alone.
Yeah,
And
okay,
so I don't
And
know,
you could moving forward, just keep that precedent of one,
keep it packaged.
and yes, your marketing budget may be smaller, but
Yeah.
you don't have as many uses for it.
So I don't know, do we have a budget for these?
so we're going to establish a budget for and approval of the event, so
Perfect.
firstly, and it'll come out of surplus, not that that's a GL line, but it's just, that we're going over budget because
Create a new event.
we created a new event,
So somebody needs to motion to approve the event?
Well,
Or do we first
Got it here.
establish the?
establish the budget first.
okay,
Like, what are we thinking for dollar wise?
So we have, given the new constraints of insurance purpose and everything, I need to get a new number for the balloon person, which hasn't happened in the last 24 hours. But last year they were $350. I expect that may go to as high as $6, which is for me expensive.
so when I was looking at entertainers for Fall Festival, they're pretty much all 800 and above, whether it's somebody who does balloons, but it depends on how many hours. But I mean, realistically,
Okay,
you're gonna say 800 if we can do
Okay.
it for less.
that's okay, then we can put 800 in. Face painting, we were discussing Stacy, the possibility of Stacy doing it for a fee.
So she would do it inside her, as she did last year, inside her store.
Mm.
So she's not out in the street, but she wasn't paid last year at the Easter event. She was Fall Festival. And that amount, I think was $400. Is that your recollection? Remember, Sarah?
Yep, $400.
Thank you.
Okay,
The washroom situation,
yeah,
If we want it, we have to provide it.
right.
so the town won't put in
Correct.
porta potties for the summer for that area.
No.
No. So.
Okay,
So they will cost about $450 if we need them.
so that becomes my question. How, I don't know what the rules are on whether porta potties are required for an event that technically is scheduled for 4 hours, but people will be in town for about 2 hours, with the Easter egg hunt really being an hour
Mhm.
top to bottom, if some people only come in for that and out again. Because if they're doing the pancakes, the Easter egg hunt doesn't actually start till 11:30,
Mhm.
and I think that's even stretching it, saying 2 hours that people will be in town. So I don't know what the rules are, but obviously,
I don't think there's any hard, fast rule.
as somebody who has not been, and the church is open, of course, for the
Mhm.
washrooms when they're, because they're gonna be up there. But what is people's consensus on that? Because I don't. If we're expecting,
If we were
Popular
serving
food.
hot chocolate and drinks, I would say you'd probably want to provide a porta potty, but
until somebody tells us we have to have washrooms, we're not gonna go to the expense.
Yeah.
But, there might be some kind of public health rule or something, I don't know, that will,
Not that I've ever,
yeah.
it's not like you're serving food.
Do we put a line in the budget for that? And if we don't need it, we cross it off, or do we just leave it out?
I'd leave it out, and if we need it, then we just, you know what, put it in, forget it, put it in. And if we need it, we have it.
Ad in the newspaper, a quarter page ad in the Millbrook Times.
Can you already do that?
226.
Um. 226, that's probably inclusive of GST, HST.
Yeah. It's $200 plus HST.
Okay, then it,
Printing costs? Or can we just say printing is on marketing
It's gonna be a lot, but I mean, if you're gonna print,
with Brad? But you won't get a separate bill from him. Well, I could,
I don't,
how much typically is it for an event for printing posters?
have no idea, because that's not how he bills us, and we don't always print posters.
think you should be printing
Do we
posters.
want posters? I think so, or do we want postcards?
Well, I think you want,
Last year we did postcards.
like, don't know how you run your event, but I would say if the store's participating, they would want something in their window to say participate. So,
I don't know, there's some businesses who don't put up posters and there's some who do.
true.
So, and it seems to have changed in the 2.5 years since I've been there,
Oh, yeah.
who puts up posters and who doesn't.
I think the postcards are, we can do both, and we did do both last year, but the posters were not, like, maybe we had 10, and the postcards we had like 300 or more.
Yeah.
And in that case, what we did was we put the fishing derby on one side and the Easter on the other. We don't have to put the fishing derby on. I think it costs less money if they're not double sided. The other thing you can do with the postcard is put the Easter on one side, and on the back, you're listing more details that are not on the poster. But
The postcards that go out in my shop,
yeah,
I hand them to most people,
Okay.
especially those with
So-
kids, because
Postcards, it is that.
I do get,
so we can then put that on there and then take it to Brad and say, we need a special bill just for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so based on what he did for chocolate, actually, we've got a breakdown on the check recs. What did we charge? Well, I think it was 150 and then another 35, but I like.
$40.
He gave the Lions a deal, so I think you gotta double that.
Yep.
Just put in $200.
No, I think you need 250.
okay. I personally prefer to go with a higher number, just
Yeah.
sure, if we use less,
Yeah,
we go under budget, that's fine. To me, anyway.
I think the postcards are a fair bit of work for him. He's gotta
Okay.
cut them, and so 250? Okay.
Other than that, costs, I do not have any other anticipated current costs that I could come up with, but having not known how everything worked behind the scenes here, I don't know what other
Do
things.
you have the eggs already?
I have probably 800 of them.
Okay.
I feel that our business is sponsoring that portion, so
Mhm.
we cover that cost, just like we purchased the rabbit costume for somebody to be in. It's my business expense, at that point. So.
Fair enough.
I don't know how many hundreds of eggs my husband bought last year. In garbage bags. And I printed all the slips, little slips and cut them and it didn't take long and a couple people at my house just stuffed all the little slips in the paper. I don't know if you know how it works. Did you?
I wasn't there last.
Okay, so I invited any businesses who wish to participate. Let me know how many and what sort of prize or how many prize. I don't even care what your prize is. It could be a lollipop, it can be a skipping rope, it can be a coupon to your business. It doesn't matter to me. But little slips of paper that would say, okay, Mitchell's prize A, Mitchell's prize B, whatever it is, and one in every egg. That way, if they were left out or something got missed, critters didn't get into them, kids didn't get into something that might have an allergy or whatever. But the papers, then they could grab the eggs, they bring those papers downtown and collect them from the businesses. But if the businesses did not want to, such as the funeral home last year, he had us, he gave a budget. He said, here, what can you do for this? I said, okay, well, let's do this. For example, he said, okay. So we packaged them and it said, funeral home, go to Mitchell's. And we had a table out front and we had teenage volunteers. The kids would come up, say, I got this and this. Okay, here's, you got 5 of these and 2 of those and 1 of those. Here's your prizes. And the kids would go off and balloon artist was there making balloons and the bunny was there and face painting down the street. And so if your business wasn't able to, and he didn't want them going to the funeral home, and it's also not in the downtown core.
Yeah.
But if, say Home Hardware, they don't want or have the staff, they don't want the kids all coming to the shop, whatever.
Yeah, they put the prize right in the egg.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
They wanted that done for them specifically. I just buy special eggs just to fit their little things. But
We're trying to avoid that. Because of the critters. Yeah.
yeah, and especially being a conservation area, I don't want to be leaving. I mean, we want to find all the eggs, but if we didn't, I wouldn't want a critter to get into something.
Yeah.
I would assume that's.
Yeah, well, of course.
But so if a business can't participate the day of handing out the prizes, but still want to participate, we will happily take that on and I will make sure that those prizes are handed out.
Right. I'd love to participate and I would love to contribute, whatever that looks like. We can have a conversation about what's
Yep.
acted and I'd love to be there that day and I can help in any way.
Yep, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
I have heard from other businesses, yes, they like to participate, but I don't want kids coming into my store where I'm,
which is
Yeah,
why you
Like,
can
I'll
either
come down to you if that's okay, because that's a big hill for that little ones to walk
no,
up.
that's
and-
exactly
Yeah,
right.
if businesses don't want kids coming into their store, do you set up like a table and a tent on Men's Mountain and just give a whatever it is they want?
Yes.
We could,
yeah,
but
You're fine.
I don't.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Do we have a tent?
We have a BIA tent, yeah.
Do
Yeah,
we have a BIA tent?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's a good, I'm one of those that don't want to
Well-
open up on Saturday.
Yeah, like certain
I-
businesses
I
don't need
No,
foot
and
traffic.
that's fine. That's why I said we will take care of it downtown. The idea was to pull people into town. And I had so
Yeah.
many people last year coming into my shop going, I have not been into town. I've been going to that church for how many years? But I don't ever come into town itself.
Mhm.
But this made them come from into the downtown core itself and see what was there.
Which is nice.
And it was lovely. And then they got the balloons and that sort of stuff. And the other thing is the businesses are all able to participate to whatever level they want. You want to do 1 prize, you want to do 5 prizes, you want to do 1,000 prizes. I don't care. I just need to know because I gotta have enough eggs
Right.
to fill. If you want to do a lollipop for every kid and 5 of them are, bigger prizes, fine. You want to do 5 little prizes, it doesn't matter to me, which is why, and then the businesses can also put in as much or as little effort or money as they see fit, which is fine by me. I'm willing to sponsor a minimum of 1,000 eggs. I already,
Have them?
I have about 400. Actually, no, I have, I think it's about 400 or 600. I can't remember. Bubble ones too. Yeah, my husband bought cases of them last fall when I saw them on sale.
So I like your idea because I think you'll get more people, myself included. I did open up on,
Mhm.
but I can't anymore. I have to work Saturdays.
Yes, you do.
Off, yeah, and for Melissa, it's a different problem for Dave and Nancy at the hardware store. If
Which
we
is
don't
why,
wanna
yeah.
put we can still put the coupon in the egg if you don't want every business coming into your business.
Doesn't bother me. And I'm easygoing that way, I can handle it, but that's all right, if you'd rather a tent up at the mountain, we can do that, it's not a.
I'm easy.
You could go
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me, and I don't
Yeah.
have to specifically hand out on
Yeah.
behalf of the funeral home, I can just help hand out. Which is fine, so I don't need a specific table, like I can just assist in any way.
So
Yeah, I think
these,
Set up a kind of a headquarters, for lack of better terms,
That would be good to have
yeah,
because then you have an info booth at the same time.
who do I talk to about the tent and getting
We
it
have the
there?
tent, so.
Getting it there the
it's
day
in
of.
our shed. And,
That's my,
we can probably ask township staff to pick it up for us.
Yeah, we can go get it ourselves if we want, I think it's
Okay.
not that hard to manipulate.
it doesn't bother me to go get, but I don't have access to it, I don't know
Yeah,
where
we
it
can
is.
get access.
Yeah.
If I have it, I'll put it up, my
It's
husband will put it
I
up.
can,
it's
I can
easy
give you
enough.
access, there's just a code and you go.
Is up
in.
at,
3 acres.
okay, I have access up there because I have stuff up there.
Yeah.
My boat's up there.
Do you have a truck, beside the truck? Like,
So
is
you
it
sh-
big enough that it would require to go? in the truck?
Probably not, they're usually foldable.
Oh, are they?
Well, it's big, but half the size of this table.
Yeah, it's not,
Oh, okay, it's not. Oh.
usually the tents fold down.
Yeah.
Okay,
And you have two.
They'll fit in a really big trunk.
Are you sure you don't need budget for more plastic eggs?
if you'd like, we can. I'm hoping to have more businesses involved. I've got a letter that I'm putting together to take around to the businesses that I would love to email, but we haven't got that far yet.
And I
So
would
which has
recommend email because no one looks at it, when it's something like that.
I get that, but this way they have a backup.
Yeah.
So I am hoping possibly today, I've got to get some more Easter chocolate done today. But I'm hoping to print and take some around at least, and it explains how to participate if you choose to participate.
Mhm.
And it also says, if you'd like to volunteer, let me know.
Mhm.
A question about parks, where would people park?
Fire hall.
Is that where the icon would be?
Men's Mountain?
There's parking up there as well.
No.
I did not know this either. So you know where the pond is?
Yes.
It's the hill behind the pond. It's not a mountain.
Oh.
And
It's the end of
it's
the
called,
Discovery Street.
apparently it's called Meads Mountain, but it's spelled Meds. I'm not sure what I'm confused on that point too, but Meds Mountain, this is what I was told it's called, and from the person who knows, Meads Mountain, Meds Mountain.
Okay.
It's basically the hill behind.
Behind the pond.
It's where the opening to the trails are, Millbrook Valley Trails.
Yes, that was.
And.
So does that mean we need a map? We should put a map on this thing.
Maybe. Like, for, especially for the new people coming
Yeah.
into the community, like it's just a little one on the top.
Okay, I'm not good at graphics. Who can build a little map? Just a little graphic.
I think we probably have one that we can use for that. Let me look for that.
Photograph the map that's there, that's printed on that billboard.
It's not, there's no map on that billboard. I was there. I
Is there not?
There's no map there. I went all around it. I looked very carefully twice.
You couldn't find the billboard?
The four-sided thing beside the mill?
No,
The, next to that.
Oh, I wasn't, sorry, it was still snowy and I was not, I was going through deep snow and it was hitting over my boots.
no, it's as soon as you walk on to.
Okay,
Meds
back
Mountain,
there. I did not go that far.
There's a big billboard.
I stayed by the bridge.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I'll see if I can find you.
Okay.
And put it on a postcard maybe,
Well, I will find your map. She can put it
yeah.
on.
What time is the hunt?
The hunt starts, the first one's 11:30 and the second one, we put a time on at 11:50.
Okay.
Because they take about 5 to 10 minutes to get their eggs and then we need a few minutes to re-hide eggs.
Understood, okay, because I did receive some feedback from some of the community saying that a lot of our events are happening between 12 and 2, which is nap time, and so they're feeling like they're missing out.
So we talked about it last year, the egg hunts were sort of happening at the same time as the pancakes, but it was also all happening at the same place.
Yeah,
The problem was there was too many kids, too many eggs for the size of the space.
understood.
And so this year we talked about it, and they're offering the pancakes from 10 to 11:30, I believe. And then 11:30, we do the egg hunt for the younger ones, 12:50 for the older ones. I mean, there's no hard and fast rule, and nobody is checking off your name when you show up. We are asking them to register. Last year, we asked people to register. Many did not. But the night before, both the pancake breakfast topped out at 150 and the egg hunts, which were each set at 75, were topped out, and we'd upped them. So we know she knows she handed out 250 plates of pancakes.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes,
that's wonderful.
because she bought 250 plates and handed every one of them out.
You show lots
So-
of plates.
Well, she bought the paper plates, right? Like
Yeah.
so they're prepped for that and they're ready for that up
Okay.
there. She may have other activities up there, but that's her choice on what she does. So that's
When
why,
you say her.
sorry, I apologize. Kathleen, at Millbrook Valley, no,
Mhm.
Millbrook Christian Assembly.
Oh,
Apologies.
of course, yes.
So yeah, and this is something that she used to do with the church she was at previously, they'd have egg hunts and stuff like that. But she's not quite up for doing the entire thing at this point. They're doing the pancakes and they may have other stuff, but
Perfect.
just new community, she's just,
Feeling it.
yeah, a little bit and stuff. So I wanted to do an egg hunt since I bought my shop.
No,
Easter.
Mhm.
no, and I like the 2 times. Those are good. Yeah.
And then we figure they immediately get their prizes pretty much right after. It's not like they're hanging out for hours. It's a
No, and it's
couple
something,
hours out of
it's
the
a
day.
good time that they can still participate if they're younger families. Not that, yeah.
Yeah, so this event 10 to 2, I think is the time frame we put on it, but
How about photo ops?
with the Easter Bunny. I have an Easter Bunny costume.
Yeah, I
It was
wrote that.
well received last year. Easter Bunny is happy to do this for our,
Do you have somebody to wear the costume?
my dear cousin adored being in it last year. She was so excited. She did, yeah, she comes from Huntsville, her husband, her kids. I have family from Durham family friends from Durham that came and volunteered. I had family from Ottawa that came.
Wow.
And I don't know of any local volunteers that I actually used. It was all my family or my staff, and I will pay my staff if needed. Because I believe that I'm sponsoring a community event, I'm willing to put funds into it to make it a success. So,
What I was getting at was that if people pose with the Easter Bunny, they do this,
yes,
that photo, that, but I'm thinking this might be an opportunity. Justin is sitting here beside me
Yeah.
because I think we need a professional photographer to get some pictures of our events over time.
I am if you want a specific time set aside for actual like portraits with the rabbit, we can do that. If you want something different, we can do that. You want to just take pictures, I'm good with that too. Like,
Just take pictures and use it for advertising,
Mhm.
put them on postcard, all of them.
whatever works. I mean, nowadays you need to have stuff, visuals,
100%.
so. Whether it's pictures for the newspaper to pass on to her to use, whether it's, I don't know how that works, whether it's social media advertising.
All of the above.
Mhm.
All right, so what's your budget look like?
Well, we wrote down balloons up to 800, Stacy at face painting for 400, ad in the paper, we came to 226. The porta potties of 450, is that enough or do we need to budget 5?
Let's go start at the beginning, please. What do you got?
Balloon artist 800, face painting with Stacy 400, porta potties, should we go to 500 or is 450 enough to budget for that?
Well, we're probably not gonna do it, so leave it at 450.
Leave it at 450, okay? Quarter page ad, 226. Printing posters, postcards, whatever happens there, 250. If we are doing eggs, and or do we need to purchase makeup for Stacy?
No, she provides her own, and that. Hence the 400, and she'll just do something really simple because,
We're still
So-
kind of add up numbers here.
yeah. Add up numbers, move on.
Uh,
And eggs do.
If we're doing eggs, I mean, I'm okay with $50.
50 bucks.
That's if we're,
All
I'll
right,
speak to my husband, but
you're at $2,200.
Okay,
But we need a motion to set an upset limit of $2,200 to Easter event.
you're making the motion, I think.
Make the motion.
second.
Could Sarah hear you?
Sarah still awake?
I am 2,200 upset limit. Ryan
Yep.
made the motion, Pam seconded.
Correct.
And also to approve I think we need a motion to.
We didn't do that, yes, approving the
Yeah,
event itself.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's no road closure involved for this event and. I think, is it one motion that you're making, combining those?
Yes, I think to
Yeah.
approve the Easter event with an upset limit of $2,200.
And I can confirm my second.
Okay. Carrie. Now, Lions Fishing Derby. Now, that's not our event. However, we do have a letter that's attached to the agenda requesting a donation toward the cost of the event. The major cost is something in excess of $1,800 for the fish. And then there's washrooms, which we're thinking $450, and then there's worms, another $100. And I think that's it. But
Prizes.
prizes
I
get
don't-
donated,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
So that's not a cost that Lions are. Anyway, last year, when we did our budget, we set aside $600 for honorariums. And the thinking at the time was 200 for Lions, 200 for the Legion, and 200 for community care for the 3 different things they do. So I'm thinking that the amount is $200. Joe?
Hmm?
So I
Well,
know you want a number from on the letter.
I would prefer to say $200 towards words, or, like pick something that the BIA could, say, we've sponsored this, rather than just, here's $200. You know what I mean?
And I've had this, it's like, when we were talking about the fall festival in the past, and I wanna give you $1,000 for the beer tent. Or I want nobody wants to pay for police, nobody wants to pay for washrooms, and so it's just a donation toward the event. And the treasurer at the Lions Club isn't going to, he doesn't like that, he's just got one bucket for it, he's not. But if from our perspective, we're making a donation toward the washrooms, fine and dandy, but it just goes into
You
one.
just wanna do $200 and do $200 and call it that. It's not what we're here for.
Do the sponsors get recognized? So is the BIA recognized as a sponsor of the event?
Yes, regardless of whether
Okay.
we give any money,
Mhm.
because Lions recognize it's happening downtown and want just the same with Roar for Chocolate. So it's
Okay.
not, it's
No, I-
Lions event, but the sponsorship logo is already on the bottom along with Nexicon, because they've made a generous donation, and Baxter Creek Watershed Alliance made a.
So BIA does get the credit, because as a business, that's what you look at, right?
For
You're
sure.
sponsoring, do you get credit? in
And we
some way
like
for it?
tents, because Lions don't have tents and it rains every year.
Yeah,
I'll make note, it's gonna rain that day.
$200, fine.
Ryan made the motion, I think.
I guess I'm the one here seconding Sarah again.
Okay,
Carried. And is there any questions around the Derby to be held on April 25? There is a street closure for it on Needler's Lane. For safety reasons. No questions?
No question.
Okay, moving on. Girls' night out. Brian, I'm gonna let you take that.
Well, all we've done is establish that we're gonna do girls' night out this year.
Yeah,
So the Thursday, the 30th, I believe it was, 4 to 9, details to come.
okay. So bring a report next meeting. So Ryan will be the director on the board that will, going forward, bring reports and budgets. Yes,
Fair enough.
okay. And I think we don't need to, establish, the road closure requirements at this time. Just know that it's
Well, I think
it's on the agenda going to council.
it will go to the council, but we have to provide the road closure times, right? So we do have 4 to 6, that's when the event will take place, so they'll build the road
4 to 9.
closure.
Now,
Or 49, sorry, 49, and they'll put the road closures appropriately around that.
my understanding is Bridget's bringing all the road closures to council in the month of April. So we have to establish the time.
Time's established.
And the date, and we've got that.
Yeah.
And the requirements, however, that's not up to us right now. I think Bridget's got that one figured out and going forward, we'll have reports from Ryan.
Yep.
Okay. So do you think we have to have a motion to
Let's have a motion to just
approve the event?
approve the event.
Okay, I will make that motion.
Okay.
With Deputy Mayor Huntley bringing forward reports and budgets going forward, including at our April meeting. Okay, and
You need a second, you want, sorry, I'm seconding, Sarah.
gotcha.
Nudge me if you need. I know what it's like, take minutes.
It's all good.
okay, now, Fall Festival, we did not speak about at the marketing meeting held in February. And that's what we're gonna talk about on next Tuesday, the 24th. But we still have to establish a date if we're going to do it. And I think we have to establish a date regardless of whether marketing committee later says
Yeah,
we're gonna do it or we're not gonna do it. And the road closure requirements will be the same as last year and the year before and the year before. So really, it's just a date and time. Any suggestions?
when is it?
October 3rd.
That's what I was wondering. Is it, and is the Saturday the preference versus the Sunday?
Typically, we've done it the first weekend in October most of the time. I think once we
Yeah.
did it in September.
And I think from last year, we determined that maybe we should cut down the hours.
I don't know what the hours were, I don't recall the hours.
It was like 11 to 6.
We went later last year and that turned out to be a mistake.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Do you
people end up
recall,
going
Sarah? We stretched the time thinking that it would be better to go later, and I think we started later too. And
Yeah,
yeah, and then
I think we thought starting later was good, but it just went on too long.
it went on too long, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we went to 8 last year and we should end it at 6.
Right, yeah,
Did we go that late?
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Okay.
And that turned out to be, I think, a mistake.
I can say that my sales that day, I still did have sales in the 8 to 9 hour. It's 7, actually, I had sales all day, but I still had, my busy sales. I mean, I'm only one business and we were serving ice cream on a gorgeous day.
It was
So
gorgeous.
the 2, 3, 4 o'clock hours were crazy busy. I was not in the shop. But we were still reasonably busy, not super busy, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock hours. Not saying it should stay that long, but you know, there was a definite, it peaks and then people, I think, take their kids home if it's a
Mhm.
family
Well,
event.
You can stay open as late as you want on that night.
We do.
It's just that, especially if you're bringing vendors or.
Yeah.
There was just not-for-profits last year. They don't wanna be there until 8 o'clock. And we have kids' activities, well, by 5 o'clock, they're done. So there's really, the only thing that's left on the street was musical entertainment, which we're not even bound to do this year. Anyway, I felt that,
We'll just call it 6 then.
let's call it 6,
Noon to 6.
noon to 6. Is that
Yeah, I was
even?
wondering about noon rather than 11. I don't know, it depends on what kids' activities.
Noon
you're
to
doing.
6. Let's just peg it there.
Because we do have the feedback that if you're
Yeah.
doing kids' activities, they'd like them a little bit earlier and done.
Okay,
If you're doing it to 6 though, like I think that gives opportunity for
It
them to
does.
still come out. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And then we still have time to clean up when there's still something.
yeah.
Okay, so
Noon to 6, October 3rd,
do we?
Making the motion.
making a motion.
Okay,
Seconding. I get the hang of this.
Got you.
okay. And there is already a budget set for Fall Festival.
There is.
Okay, get your spook on. Last year we talked about establishing a budget. For Get Your Spook On, and it was intended to happen but it got missed, and so we didn't actually, it's not on the budget. But we were thinking $500 when we were in budget conversations last year. And then the date is pretty fixed. It's the same every year.
October 24.
Okay.
Okay,
And
because
there's
How's
October,
it fixed every year?
It's the Saturday before.
Halloween.
Halloween's on
Halloween.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's up. Oh,
It's on the 31st.
gotcha. I mean, Halloween is fixed. Get Your Spook On seems to move.
Yeah, it's just always on that Saturday. Whatever it may be.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll discuss that at the marketing meeting on Tuesday as well. Basically just, there's no road closure required for it, so that's not an issue. It just, the date and the time, in the past, there's been, we widened the time and then we had to shorten the time. Because again, it's too much, all the businesses love it, but it's just too much stress to have kids coming into the businesses for like 4 hours. That's too long. 2
Pam doesn't
hours,
care.
2 hours is enough. Pam doesn't care, but.
No, it's not just that, like, if they don't wanna come in, I'm fine, I get businesses do not. Their staff are busy, at the same time, I will bring in an extra staff member and that's what their job is that day,
Mhm.
is to hand out the candy.
Sarah, please.
For us, it's not a staffing issue. It is, we put someone outside the restaurant, because the kids love to hit the handicap button, and then the door is open all bloody day long and customers get frustrated.
Mhm.
So we just sit someone outside the restaurant and do it at a table outside.
Yep.
But are you thinking 2 hours or 4 hours? I'm hearing like 2 hours is enough. From other businesses.
It doesn't actually matter to us. We like the event and it's hugely busy for us. So like we get a lot of customers coming in for lunch midway through or halfway through or after. So we love it. We're there anyway. Doesn't make a difference to us. We liked the 11 till 2 or 3.
Does it matter if we don't set the actual, the date? Yes, because I know
I
that.
think you want to be able
Do
to,
we have?
you don't want people coming at 9 and 5. You kind of want to concentrate.
When we have a marketing committee meeting and you got the more businesses there
Mhm.
that have different ideas about it, can we establish the timing, the
Yeah.
number of hours? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
for sure. I think we don't need it for.
I think that'd be great. And Kathy, the one big feedback I heard from people was that if we did a map
Yeah,
on a postcard or something, so people knew which businesses they could go to, that would be awesome as well.
okay, I'm gonna make a motion so we can move on here. That we hold the event on
October
October
24th.
24.
24th. Hours to be decided by the marketing committee,
Sure.
okay? And that, also I'm adding to this that, we're gonna budget, surplus $500.
Okay.
For the, well,
Thank
hold on, if we want the posters, if we're not putting the posters on the marketing budget, then I think that the $500 was for candy.
Well, I'd say just put it $500 and we'll discuss it at the marketing meeting.
Okay. All right, so,
Upset limit $500 for October the 24th, hours to be decided.
Second,
Okay.
if that's,
okay, so that's, it doesn't matter who made that motion, it was either Ryan or I, and Pam seconded.
oh,
Well,
sorry.
it matters for me.
Yeah, I know. You pick. I was making a motion, and so initially,
Kathy.
I made this one.
So is it Kathy and Pam? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. And then, what are we next here?
Christmas in the village.
Okay, so we did establish date and time at the marketing committee meeting held last month.
So back in the evening, Thursday, December
And
10th.
Bridget knows the road closure requirements and she's taking it to council. So we're just, Ryan will make a motion.
And is that the, King Street and behind the?
Yeah,
behind the
it would,
Scotland's?
whatever it was last year, it's the
Yeah.
same.
Because I know there was a discussion of keeping the horses back there so you could do the vendors in the street or something or. something.
Well, we still got to figure out what's the state of the union at that point in time.
That's right, that's
Right.
where we ended that, okay.
So again, we'll make that motion, unless you want to make a motion for change.
You want me to make a motion?
Sure.
So I'm motioning Christmas in the Village is gonna be held Thursday, December 10th from 4 to 8 PM.
Okay. The motion was made by Pam
Correct.
and our seconder is,
Oh, I guess I'll second
okay,
it.
done.
Millbrook BIA member social event meeting. We need to get our members together and talk about lots of things. And Melissa has offered her venue for, well, you have 2 dates that you're
Yeah.
open for, which would be March 25 and 26.
Yep, either
I-
works for me.
And we're thinking 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Is that a Wednesday, 25?
Well, the 26th is the Thursday. And the 25th is, now we're having the marketing committee meeting at dusk to dawn on the 24th. So I'm thinking maybe the Thursday would be better.
I wouldn't be able to do the Thursday, but I could do Wednesday. If you
I
want.
can do Wednesday.
Okay, then Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and we do have budget for this, so we don't have to talk about, we'll get together and plan it. And when I say get together, probably Melissa and I and maybe Ryan, we do have wine left over from previous event at the funeral home, and we would, if we're gonna use that, then we'd have to take out the license, so I would involve you in that. And then we need some food and,
I think we got the formula for this one down.
yeah.
We
well,
do.
yeah.
Do we have the time to get the word out to the businesses?
I think a
Well,
month. I think if you give them more than a month, then
This is
This
in
is
a couple weeks.
in less than 2 weeks, 13 days.
Yeah,
one way or the other, either you give them 2 weeks and you can make things happen, or you give them 2 months and they'll forget.
I would like it to happen before the Easter event.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
kind of your only window. After
Yeah.
marketing, before Easter, it's kind of perfect time, really.
Yeah, we need to go around business to business with the Easter
I
information
can
anyway.
put something at the bottom of it too, just so there's a,
No, I'll make a separate
Will you?
thing,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, we're trying to get our members,
Mm.
that snow's melted, let's get together.
if you have that ready, I will, as early as today, go around.
Okay, well, first we have to establish the date and the time and the venue.
I think we have all three, don't
so
we?
we wanna do the Wednesday, 6 to 8, is that what I was hearing?
Wednesday,
The 25th?
March 25, 6 to 8 p.m. And,
At the
Mill Valley.
Mill Valley, sorry, I wanna say Millbrook Valley.
Oh.
That's my name, or one of my names. So it sounded to me like Kathy just made a motion
yeah,
for the date, the time, and the location, and I'll second it.
Great.
all right. Carrie. Yeah,
Moving media.
that's a correspondence item.
So have we
Oh, and
covered,
of course, oh,
Oh,
can we, Sarah, have we checked everything under 10?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
okay, we're moving on to correspondence.
Yes.
So this item of correspondence is something I want to take to the marketing committee meeting next week. I don't want to talk about it today unless anyone else, I did circulate the information. They have, I think one of our members actually put them on to me because I'm hearing that why aren't we doing moving, we did it in the past.
Mhm.
But, so let's take it to marketing unless somebody wants to talk about it now.
I think it's a marketing topic, so
Right,
it can park there.
okay. All right, that's not really a motion, or is it? Is it a motion to take it to marketing?
Just a direction.
Okay,
Yeah, just a
do you know how to record that, Sarah?
No, what am I? So I didn't even get the name of who the correspondence was from.
Moving media.
direction. Moving media.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
And so
moving
are we
media
just
is
accepting this report?
We're.
Yeah, we're just directing it to the marketing meeting or
Okay.
marketing. meeting.
So accepting correspondence and directing it to marketing?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Dare I ask what happens if we reject the?
yeah.
We upset somebody, no, I did,
Yeah, somebody's feelings gets hurt, that's all.
And item 11.2, Millbrook Lions Club, that letter was circulated and we already made a motion.
We already addressed it.
So we don't
Okay.
have to deal with that anymore. Now, we get to adjourn the meeting at
9:50.
9:15. Motion, please.
Happy to make it.
Ryan,
okay,
Thank you.
second.
All right.
Got it.
Thank you, everyone.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
Don't,
Sarah,
Yeah,
I need to find you to sign some checks.
right. So
I'm sharing.
Kathy, I can do anything after noon today, or if you want, I can just go by the town office and sign them after. If you sign them now, I can go by there
I
and sign
don't-
them.
I think that's hard for you to do. I think, what if I take them to Moody's?
Sounds great.
Okay,
Okay,
and I'll pick them up this afternoon.
sure, works for me.
Okay,
Bye, guys.